This is the approval summary template at SharePoint The purpose of this template is to consolidate a list of approvers and then the current approval status into a nice, easy to read format. In order to use this template, you do need to set up specific fields in your SharePoint list. For each of the approvers needed, you need to create a people field and name them accordingly. Those names would be approver 1, approver 2, approver 3, etc. for however many approvers you need to use in your approval system. The other fields you need are going to be choice fields, which are going to be approval 1, approval 2, approval 3, etc. The values in the approval field will indicate the approval status. So this should be choice fields. Those values would be pending, approved, or declined. So you can actually have as many as 10 approvers for this. You can configure your settings to control the appearance in the window. You can change the icons, you can change the approval or decline color or the pending color. All of those things are configurable. So I do have my list set up here in SharePoint Online, and as I described, here is the list set up ready for use. So you can see without this template, it's hard to visualize this information. I do have the information. I have each approver, those are people fields, and then I have approvals for each of them, but it scrolls horizontally and it's a lot to look at. One thing I should also note, you do need a number column that will indicate the number of approvers. And then for the display of this template, you can just use a simple placeholder column. This could be a text field or calculated field. That's going to render out our summary. So I've got everything ready. Let's go ahead and apply the template so we can look at how this works. I'm going to use the default template, so I'm going to click the Copy Template button and then follow the instructions in the pop-up window, then click OK. Back in SharePoint, I need to go to the column header and then column settings, format this column, and advanced mode. And then I can just paste in the template and save. As described, here's our summary of the approval process. And usually this would be a sequential approval process, meaning you have approver 1 do their approval, then approver 2, and so on. But it could also be concurrent if you have a system where anyone can do their approval at any time. As you can see, the approved ones are highlighted in green, and I can see a green check mark. The decline would show up in red, and so I see an X for that. And then anything pending is gray, and I just see an empty checkbox for those. All of this can be styled to whatever your preferences and tastes may be. So let's go ahead and pick some different options just to check that out. So I can do Copy Template, and then I'll go ahead and just go back to the same area, column settings, format this column, and I can just paste in my new template code, and there's a different look. So notice you need to adjust the column width. You can see it's scrunched in, so if I just drag the handle, everything will fit and look nice the way that I want it. And if I edit the item, you're going to see how everything is dynamic. So if I go in and let's change approver 3 to approved instead. So approval 3, I'm going to pick approved and save. And then you can see it updates. Now we've got a green for that one. So it's a really easy to understand consolidated template, which helps you visualize and show your users a status for approvals in a way where they don't have to scroll through all this information to view that. So I hope you found that useful. If you have an approval system in SharePoint, this could be a great way to visualize that dashboard and make it look nicer. This template is available at SharePoint-dashboards.com. If you're new to SharePoint-dashboards.com, you can sign up for a free account which includes 20 templates, and you can try that out. And then if you go on to get a subscription, that includes more than 100 additional templates which you can check out. Good luck!